for my editor. Awesome. And we are ready to go. Johannes, TrustMary. All right, let me do the intro. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Transform Sales Podcast. I am here today with Johannes, CEO of TrustMary. Johannes, how you doing today?
Well, thanks. Nice to be here with you.
Awesome. Great to have you on the show. Johannes, we want to learn more about TrustMary. And before the camera started rolling, we were talking specifically about how TrustMary can help salespeople. So would you please tell us a little bit about TrustMary? What is it? How does it help salespeople specifically?
Yeah, with TrustMary, you can do many things, and of course, we have a lot of different kind of customers. But the ideal customer is a company doing service business and having a sales organization within their own business, and we are especially planned and designed TrustMary for the companies who are acquiring new customers every day and every week and every month, and we help them to build trust with help of the happy customers to use reviews and testimonials within their marketing and sales communication, and we help them to increase the conversion rates everywhere, and that is typically what we do, and we are testimonial marketing software.
Testimonial marketing software. Perfect. And yes, building trust for salespeople is something challenging to do, especially on cold outreach. So maybe can you tell me a little bit more of specific use cases, gaps, unmet needs that your software, that TrustMary, can help your customers solve these gaps, solve these problems in a way that maybe they couldn't do it in the past with other review platforms or things that didn't exist? Can you walk us through that?
Yeah. I have done business almost 20 years, and I don't have met any company or sales organization who have said that they have too much testimonials and too much case studies, and that is a typically problem with every sales team, that they don't have enough references and enough case studies, and they are asking those case studies from marketing team, and the marketing team needs to produce testimonials and reviews for them, but typically they don't do that, and they don't have any ways to do that. And so that's the typical case in a typical company, that no one has enough reviews and testimonials. But the old way is to try to figure out that who of our customers are happy, who are satisfied, who we are going to reach out and ask them to leave a review by email, by WhatsApp, by whatever. And that's very hard way. But with TrustMary, we help them to first do the customer satisfaction survey to find those customers who are happy and who are satisfied. And after that, we ask them to leave a review. And that review can be left as video testimonial or text testimonial, or it can be left on G2, Capterra, Google, Facebook, everywhere, and we automate that.
Awesome.
That's
That's
the case.
incredible. So, getting reviews, it's a better and easier way to get reviews, to get net promoter score, to get feedback, to get testimonials from people in your, would you say this is only for customers or people still going through the sales process, not yet a customer or in the process of becoming a customer? Who would you say this is primarily for?
This is primarily for in bigger companies, this is primarily for the sales directors and the VP of sales. But of course, in the smaller companies, it's business owner or CEO who is the most responsible for the sales. But with the bigger companies, we are working with VP sales and sales directors.
Fantastic. So how about we do the following? Would you please share your screen and walk us through a demo of the key features from TrustMary that help sales teams overcome the challenges of maybe not having enough trust to build, and how you help them build that trust, please?
Yeah, I can show you the key features. Maybe I start from the service, that how we could collect new testimonials and reviews. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir. We can see it.
Okay, so here's dashboard, and there you can find the surveys. And when you are creating a new testimonial survey, you can select that are you going to collect just text reviews, video reviews, or measure MPS and collect reviews, or create a customer survey. Maybe we just try to collect video reviews now, because they are very high. They are building trust very well if you are using video testimonials and the reviews within your marketing and in your sales communication. So here's a ready-made template, what we have and what we can offer you. Here are your logos, colors, and everything are there in the right place, based on your own brand. And you can edit the questions there, and you can switch it. There are all the settings what you can do, and you can do also the gating there. So if you don't want to collect testimonials from the people who are not satisfied, it's possible just to gather a feedback and have some critiques, and you can learn from that, or you can ask them to leave a review. So, and we can add there a lot of different kind of locations where we want them to leave a review, but uh, typically you just ask reviews for the two places, so on TrustMary or some third-party software. And here you can record also the video review, and then when you have left those reviews, all the reviews come back to the TrustMary, and you can manage the reviews and see all the reviews in one place. And there are a lot of different kind of settings what you can do with the TrustMary. I think that almost all the cases the sales teams can have, it is possible to handle with these settings we have. Also the notifications, every time you are having a new testimonial video review, you will get a notification about that. Okay, that's slowly and fast, quickly the service, and then maybe after that you will get those reviews there, and all the reviews will be popped out here. And of course, you can import reviews you already have, for example, on G2 or Capter or whatever, to this place. And there you can add tags to them, and based on the tags or the sources, you can show them in different kind of widgets. And typically, sales organizations, they're having some valuable landing pages or sales campaign pages where they would like to show the reviews. And then there we have ready-made and optimized widgets here. So you can create a review widget or testimonial widgets, and it is taking all the reviews you have there. You can edit that. So you can edit the layout and everything there. You can edit the theme, get styles from your website, and it is automatically changing the styles to fit your own brand. You can do the
And I love it. You don't really
translations.
need to be a heavy developer to change the layout.
So you can be a VP of sales to use TrustMary. That's true.
That's
So
the
you
whole
don't need
point.
to do any coding.
Correct.
And for example, if you are working in many countries and you are having customers speaking many languages, you can do the translation also. So I would like to translate all the reviews, also the Finnish reviews to the English way, and now all the reviews are translated here automatically. And then if I have the landing page or campaign page I would like to show to my prospects, I can just add that script and send this to my marketing manager, or I can even put it by myself to website. It is not hard to put it to WordPress or whatever. Here are the instructions how to do it. So that's pretty easy. And you're gonna have a lot of different kind of widgets and wall of loves and everything there. And
Fantastic.
many sales organizations also, because they want to collect leads from the web, and they want to get leads from the web. We have here some in-page widgets, so you can add, for example, call to actions and surveys and forms with help of TrustMary, but not just a typical form, but the forms which are social proofed. So there are the reviews near the call to actions and near the conversion points, and based on our A/B testing, we can increase the conversion rates more than 20% on average if we show the reviews near those conversion points on the website.
Fantastic. So I want to recap a couple of things, Johannes. At first, you were telling me, hey, this is really helping salespeople. And I was trying to understand, is it because they are the ones now collecting the surveys themselves and not having to wait for marketing? More than that, it seems like now that I've seen this demo in action, it's not that they're not going to have to ask for marketing. It's more like whatever reviews, whatever testimonials they want for their next meeting to bring as proof, as validation, they don't have to wait for someone in marketing. Hey, can you get me a testimonial from
That's
someone in
true.
manufacturing? They just go to the platform, get it themselves immediately. So the platform, TrustMary, makes it easy for the company to collect. It's not that the salespeople are going to collect the testimonial. Someone else may be doing that motion as a company, right? You mentioned a VP of sales. Well, as a VP of sales, you can get a list of your customers, send them the survey, and you just showed us the
That's true.
workflows, right?
Yeah,
Right?
that is totally true. Everyone can create a survey with help of TrustMary. And then when you are sharing the survey, there are many different kind of options to do that. You can
To share it.
embed on your website, you can
Yeah.
send it via email, you can set up the reminders. Everything is pre-made for you. So you don't need to it is just enough that you click the buttons and everything is there, right?
I can see there also the template, so it makes it easy. Hey, I don't know how to
Yeah.
write a survey or how to ask them to give me feedback. Guess what? There are
Yeah,
some
you don't
templates
need to.
there. And then the other thing that I like is fine, I create the campaign. I'm not a customer success person that know what type of questions to ask, so the tool helps me with that. Then I'm also able to create a workflow in which I'm collecting surveys or feedback or reviews from everybody, but I can create
Yeah.
a workflow so that only the ones with 4 or 5 stars get displayed or go to a bucket that is the one that maybe sales or marketing can use, and the other ones can be routed to an internal team for feedback, for continuous development of the product, or to see what's going on with that customer that gave us a bad review and do something to turn that around. But most importantly, once you deploy that initiative, again, thinking back of the VP of sales, once you deploy that campaign of getting more feedback, getting more reviews from existing
Mm.
customers, TrustMary helps you deploy the campaign, ask through different channels, and based on the workflows, collect all the feedback, have it in one dashboard where you can not only bring the results that you collect through TrustMary, but also reviews that you have gotten on other platforms. You were showing me that earlier, right? So it
Yeah.
aggregates Capterra and other sites. And then once you have that in one single platform, you, as a leader of a sales team, can now instruct your sales team, hey, if you ever have a conversation with a prospect and you need to position trust, go to Trust Mary, go to this folder, go for the, let's say, the bucket of 5-star reviews. And as you were showing us earlier, Johannes, based on the tags could be by geolocation. So, for instance, you can tag all
Yeah,
the
for
reviews
example.
on US, or by, I was thinking also by type of client. You can have clients in SMBs, clients in enterprise, and I'm with a new enterprise prospect. In that case, I use the tag that says enterprise to only bring me the reviews from enterprise customers, so that whoever I'm speaking with, I can show them lookalikes saying 5-star reviews for this company, you should give them a try. Is that correct,
Yeah,
Johannes?
yeah, you're totally correct. I can show you some other features which are giving additional value. For example, if would, as a salesperson, I would like to say this kind of review about TrustMary to, for example, LinkedIn. I can just click share, and I can create an image ready for the social media channels. And this is actually based on the studies. Uh, the social proof and the reviews are the most wanted content on social media. So I can download this image and I can publish on my LinkedIn page, for example.
And it's true. I mean, anyone can turn on their TV on a Sunday afternoon. What they're going to see all day is telemarketing campaigns. And all those telemarketing campaigns, how do they push their products? By having people giving testimonials.
Yeah,
Testimonials helps big time.
that's true. That's true.
Now,
Everything else
Johan,
is live before they can see the reviews. That's the case typically. And as a salesperson, you would like to show fresh reviews and good reviews and reviews which are which which have been left with the similar people you are selling your own product.
Exactly.
And that's why the tags and the locations, everything are good. And we have native integrations, for example, the HubSpot and the Pipedrive. And HubSpot is actually very popular for us. And when you are integrating TrustMary, for example, with the HubSpot or other sales CRM system, you can automatically put the right tags, tags with the reviews. So we can do that tagging, as you mentioned, that the enterprises, SMEs,
Hmm.
locations, and those tags can be put automatically based on the fields you have on your CRM system.
Whatever, yeah,
And
whatever it feels are important.
we can also trigger the collective reviews from your own CRM system. So every time your deal stage is, for example, changed, or you have filled some field there, and after that, we can launch the review collection from TrustMary.
That makes it very easy to maintain. As you said it, there are some companies that have a lot of transactions or transactional interactions. Collecting reviews is a big part, but they don't want to dedicate a human only following up on people to collect reviews. As you said it, maybe there's a workflow. As soon as the deal stage changes to customer one,
Mm,
wait 30 days and then send a review request. That way it's not like immediate, but you can control and automate these things and have them work for you in both.
yeah.
I love it. And there is one thing I want to double click as well, Johannes, that you mentioned that is pretty important. A lot of people make this mistake when showing reviews or testimonials, which is, let's say you've had 10 customers, you're proud of your largest customer. Let's say you nailed down Coca-Cola, but
Mm,
then all your other customers are SMBs, and you're speaking right now trying to
mm,
close another SMB, and you tell them we work with Coca-Cola, and you pump your
yeah,
chest saying we work with
yeah.
Coca-Cola. That customer, that prospect is not going to care. I'm not Coca-Cola. I'm a small guy. I don't even have
Mm.
my Series
Yeah,
A funding, and you're telling me that you work for Coca-Cola. You must be expensive. You're basically telling me you are not for me because you have
you're
not
right.
worked. You're not telling me that you have worked in being successful with people like me. You're just showing me you've worked with the 300-pound gorilla in the room. I'm not that guy,
Mm,
right?
yeah,
So I love how you can or how TrustMary has that flexibility of, hey, use the tax system however you need it in your company, so that your salespeople only bring up reviews that are relevant or similar to whomever you have in front of you.
yeah, that's right.
Now,
That is a
it
very good point.
right, and a lot of people
Typically,
make that
you
mistake.
cannot do that as a sales manager because you are not having too much case studies or testimonials, and that's why it's very hard to find the most suitable reviews for every prospect because you don't have those reviews in one place.
That is true. I only have two, three, but they don't match who I have in front of
Yeah,
me. That's always a big problem in sales team that have not collected enough reviews. Now, let me ask you then the next question, Johannes. What would be the key performance indicators that your ideal customers, in this case, we're talking about sales leaders, should use to measure the success of TrustMary when they bring it into their companies? What quantifiable outcomes should those VPs of sales or sales leaders be able to expect once they
yeah.
install TrustMary?
When we start, I think that the first KPI is the number of reviews and number of responses. That is typically the number one KPI. But once we have got new reviews and new testimonials, after that, together we start to what's different kind of corporate, for example, conversion rates of the website landing page or the sales processes. So when you are adding reviews and testimonials to your own or communication, what you are doing with the prospect, it will increase the conversion rates everywhere.
Fantastic. It sounds like it goes in stages, the evolution of bringing TrustMary on board. Number one, you are growing the number of reviews you have in your platform. Number two,
Mm,
your sales team is now able to use more reviews and they bring them forward in their conversations with prospects, thus positioning better trust. So first, more reviews. Second, your team's adoption of the tool. And third, the more they use it, the more they're adopting it and sharing the right reviews, their sales cycle should be either shorter or their conversion rates should improve. Is that a fair assessment,
Mm.
Johannes?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Awesome. So, in order to bring on board TrustMary, talk to me about the tasks, deliverables, or people that can be involved in setting up this software for my company. How long does it typically take for me to reach full productivity and start to get those reviews automatically once I set up the whole system?
Yeah, to have full productivity, we will need maybe 2 meetings together, because I think that when we are talking about full productivity, we are talking about the integrations and we can automate everything. So we all need maybe 2 sessions, 2 30-minute sessions, and that's all. After that, if we do the integrations and we do the triggers, where we are sending those surveys based on what you are doing on your CRM system, that's enough. And then you start to get those responses, and then you start to get reviews, and then you can add those reviews to your communication. It will take maybe 2 weeks to have everything onboarded.
2 weeks to have everything set up. Okay, now you were showing us as well how you have multiple integrations in a way that building the forms really requires no coding skills. So if I were to inject and integrate with my CRM, a couple of review platforms where I may have some reviews, and I want to implement a form, yes, I use some of the templates, but for me to set up, you mentioned fine, 2 meetings can get you going. Do I need to have maybe someone dedicated to the implementation in my team, or
Mm.
are there any other people or third party resources that I need to maybe at some point consult if I want to run a more comprehensive, more complete, super automated process for collecting my reviews? Is that something that I may need at some point, and would you guys offer that?
Yeah, we are helping with that almost for free. Yeah, and I think that you can do almost everything by yourself, but
Mhm.
typically you are having some questions related to integrations and the triggers. And of course, we can recommend you the best triggers of your CRM system, uh, based on the thousands of the customers we are having. And but you can do a lot by yourself if you have an access to your CRM system. You can do the integration, because you can install the native app of TrustMary to your own CRM system, or you can do the Zapier in the Zapier integration. I don't know how to pronounce that,
Zapier,
but
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
Zapier through
Zapier,
the
Zapier
API. Yeah,
integration. Yeah, we are having that also, so you can integrate TrustMary with almost everything. And
beautiful. There,
so
there are out of the box options, but also enabling Zapier for maybe some systems that may not be integrated today. Awesome. Did
yeah,
you want to
yeah.
add something else? Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And so, but we are having a customer success team, we are having a human support team, and we are helping our customers. And the prices for that help is not much. We Most of our plans and annual plans includes they include the human support and human success. And we are more than ready to help with the onboarding and help with the integrations, because we know that that is the very important in the sales organization, do the automations, because no one wants to send those surveys manually. And we know that the sales managers and the VPO sales, they don't have time to send those manual surveys. And if we want to collect reviews, we need to automate it, and that's
Right.
why we are very open to help with it.
I love it. And I guess the only thing that the company, the hiring company, needs to have is a clear sales process. Their sales stage is clearly defined. So as you bring in your team to help them map it out, the right triggers and the right automations are kicked at the right times. The last
Yeah.
question that you briefly were touching on that I like to give the audience looking at this episode and considering Trust Mary is if you can give me an idea of the typical 12-month cost for a license of your software, and if there are any other, let's say, fees that a buyer should be aware of, at least for the first 12 months of running Trust Mary.
Yeah, 12 months, typical site sales organization, maybe tens of sales reps. It's about 3 to 5,000 euros per year. So that's the price. to use full suite features of TrustMary and do everything automatically with help of TrustMary.
Awesome. Awesome. I love it. Well, there you have it. TrustMary, a tool that will help you get better reviews, automate the way you get the reviews, and tag them in a way that your sales team will always know what review to share or to bring to the meeting or to put in front of or send to a potential buyer, depending on who it is that they're talking, because you have a tagging system and automations to not only collect but store them for the salespeople to use them when appropriate. Thank you so much for this, Johannes. Is there anything else you would like to share with the audience before we wrap it up?
I think we had almost everything enough to, yeah. I'm very happy to help every sales organization who would like to collect more testimonials and reviews.
I love it. So there you have it. If you are considering to install TrustMary in your tech stack, come to the CloudTask Marketplace and you will find TrustMary there. Johannes, thank you so much for your time, and I hope to catch you on a future episode.
Thank you a lot.
Awesome. All right, good stuff.